everybody, Benny here with Scenario Paintball TV. I'm doing a review today of my WhiskeyTwoFour rig, which I got this winter, but I didn't get to use until I went to Germany for the Euro Big Game, and I didn't want to do a review until I'd actually used the stuff, which I have done. WhiskeyTwoFour is an American company. It's a one-man outfit. He makes everything by hand, by himself. So you are going to pay a little bit more if you order a rig from him, but he also makes stuff for the military. So all of his gear, whether it's for the military or for paintball, airsoft, it's all mil-spec, and the quality is the same. You're not getting a cheap kit from some child factory in Asia. You're getting good gear, and I have to say I'm completely satisfied. And I didn't mind waiting. To wait about 6 weeks, I think, to get everything, and then it got shipped to Italy, and it made it. So I highly recommend him. I'm not sponsored by WhiskeyTwoFour. I didn't get any sort of price discount, but I've gone through a lot of iterations of vests, and this was finally a place where you can go and choose your options, so you can actually custom build your vest if you want. He's got upwards of, I think, 25 camouflage patterns, and there's no price difference. So you can pick any camouflage pattern you want, from flat black to the newest, hottest shit. I chose to go with Kryptek Typhon because it's badass. There's a little secret I'm going to let you in on here. At least in paintball, your camouflage pattern really does not matter at all. If you learn how to move and sneak around in the forest and time your movements, it doesn't really matter what you're wearing as long as it isn't fire engine red. And I played with this kid. And even he was able to sneak around in the woods. Okay? Spending a whole lot of money for a specific camo pattern should be because you like that camo pattern, not because you think it's going to make you invisible, because it won't. Only controlling your movement will. So, that's why I went with Kryptek Typhon, because it's still new, so not a lot of people would have it. And I think it looks badass. It's a completely personal preference thing. And that's the reasons you should buy, you should pick your camo pattern. Yeah, just get whatever makes you feel badass, which is what makes WhiskeyTwoFour so awesome, because they have so much and doesn't cost anything different. Just like, I love this one, get that one. And don't worry about all the people being like, oh, you must have multicam, or they did a government study, because you're not in Afghanistan, no one's shooting you with real bullets, and you're not at the kind of ranges where it matters. Just learn how to sneak around. Moving on. Alright, so first up we have the WhiskeyTwoFour Radius Gauntlet system. I'm moving down into stock class play and limited paint, so I'm looking for ways to carry some paint on the field, but not have to use. I have an old Wrap 4 vest, other no name brand vests, and they just aren't cutting it because I don't like to wear a whole vest just to carry 1 or 2 pots. So this was an attractive option. You can see the construction here. You have 3 finger loops, 2 loops for 12-gram cartridges, and then 4 loops here for 10-round tubes. You can either put them in capless or with caps. So you have both options. They're very snug. They're not pulling out. There you go. I mean, if you have to get them out quickly, they can, but they're not jiggling free and falling out. On the back side here, I opted to get the air mesh, so it breathes nicely. The only modification I made to this, I read on the internet people were having problems with the finger loops pulling out. When you tighten it, they come down like this, and people could have them pull out and through, and apparently they're a real bitch to rethread. So what I did is took a little piece of fabric and sewed it here, and joined this loop here with the center loop, and the same over here. That way, it doesn't matter. I can crank on this as hard as I want, and it's not going anywhere because the loops are independently threaded. There's a little stitch here. Here. Prevents them from coming through. So if you get this, or if WhiskeyTwoFour watches this, I recommend this as a good little mod, because you're never going to have to worry about the pulling through problem. As far as getting it on, just slide it on, and Put your 3 fingers through there like that, and you tighten it down. Boom. Now usually I wear it on my left hand because I shoot right-handed, but I just did this to demonstrate. So there you go, and if you need to reload, just pull them out. I did manage to fit it on over my arm guard, so I can put a picture of that in the video here. So if you wear an arm guard, you don't have to worry. There's a lot of extra cord here, and you can definitely make it work if you wear an arm protection device. So that is the WhiskeyTwoFour Radius in Kryptek Typhon, and it's a beautiful little thing. Next, I had a dump pouch because I've got 10-round tube kit system. There's not a lot to say about it. This is the small one. It's still a little dirty, but I think it holds. I think I got about 15 in here, but I really had to cram them. You're probably safe with 10. And they come in 3 sizes, so you can check those out on the website. And this is also in Kryptek Typhon. Everything I wanted in Kryptek Typhon I got. There's no problem. It's not like, oh, we don't have that. He will make it for you. So he's very accommodating. Be patient with him. He's getting barraged with emails and orders, but he will deliver, and you will be quite satisfied. So that's the dump pouch. I've used vests in the past, a couple of no-name brands, and a Wrap 4. The problem is I don't always run with a lot of paint. I don't need to have the capacity for 7 pods, 8 pods, especially when you're pumping. The other problem is vests are very sweaty. I get very sweaty and overheated in a vest, so I need something that can breathe. I needed something that could be modular because I'm going to play pump, but I also play with other markers at times. So I wanted to have just one kit I could modify rather than having to have like a pod pack and a holster and the vest. I just wanted one kit I could modify depending on my style of play. If I'm playing a short match, just 15 minutes in the woods or UWL type thing, I don't need a lot of paint. If I'm playing at Euro big game, I want to be out on the field for several hours, so I need to be able to carry more paint. So this is what I wanted, and I hunted through his website for a long time and came up with some solutions, and then I emailed him these, and he created it for me. So we're going to go through the parts of this rig. The base for the rig was the WhiskeyTwoFour Stalker stock class rig, which is these 2 panels and a back harness here. I'll put it together in a minute. Now, if you ordered the Stalker rig, just standard, the 10-round tube system will be sewn onto the vest. I didn't really want this because maybe I'm thinking down the line I want to put a pod pack on here or put a pouch to hold something, little tiny bottles of alcohol or a map case or something. I don't know. So I asked him specifically if we could have the Stalker rig shape because it's a very small, lightweight rig, but have Molly in the front instead of having the 10-round tubes sewn directly to the fabric. This also gives me the option to attach the panels vertically or like this. It's going to be vertically, obviously, but up or down. So depending on how I want to play. I've experimented with it, and I like having them face down, but this gave me the option. So this can go on here or up like this. So that's why it was the first modification he made, which was a great mod, and I'm very satisfied, and he was totally cool with it. I explained what I wanted, and he understood the vision, and he created it. I also have a radio pouch he threw in on here, so that is for radio, which I need to get a new one. This also has the air mash in the back, and clips on here. Now I'm going to put it together in the Stalker rig formation, so you can see what's going on here. So here's how this rig works. Again, that last belt would clip around the back here. It's in my gear bag somewhere. So, these can hold 9 10-round tubes like this. So that's 100 on each side, which is usually plenty. But if you want to go get more, you can put them in there like that, or you can use these rings to hold your 12-gram cartridges. So you got 9 and 9, and then with the radius, that's another 4. So that's over 200 rounds. So if you're playing stock class, that's plenty for a good little battle. And this obviously breathes quite a lot. I mean, there's no vest out on the back of me at all, so all my heat can escape that way. Also, I'm not very encumbered here. I don't have pods in the way, and I can still crawl. I beat the hell out of this thing in Mauwinkle, so I had no problems. Of course, I cracked some 10-round tubes, but you always do that anyway. So the vest held up great, the fabric held up fine, and I'm very satisfied with this this configuration. So that's the Stalker configuration. I'm going to put this back on. I just took it off so that you could see how they work. You can get them in 3, 6, or 9. And they come with mouse clips on the back, so you can attach them. You can also stack them. So I could order another set, and I can stack them here on top of the other one. But I can think of no reason I would need that many 10-round tubes. But it is an option. You can attach them directly like that and stack them. And then you could get another one. Infinite stacking capability, if you so desire. So, that's the Stalker rig configuration. But I also wanted the option to carry more paint, especially at like the Euro big game. So I looked around his website, and he had a back panel option. And I asked if it would be possible to have that back panel sewn and created in such a way that it could be swapped with the rear harness on the Stalker rig. And this is what he came up with. It's a little bit bigger than I suspected. I wanted sort of a half one, but it's okay. I'm not disappointed or anything. It worked out fine. So it's a large back panel. It's got Velcro here for a nameplate if you want. Got the air mesh, and then I ordered a MOLLE attachment for pods, which you can see here. So I can carry 240-round pods, which was plenty in Mauwinkle. And this can come off very easily. Again, with the can you see that? The mouse clips there. Now, what do we do with this? So we take off the back harness, and then we just clip this on like this. 1, 2, 3. Some of it's still in the gear bag. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Where is it? Boom. 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 Now this is set for me wearing a uniform and a jersey, so it's a little bit loose on me now. But you've got two rings here on each side, so you can have, if you want, you can have a 10-round tube there. Or you can have a squeegee or 12-gram CO2, whatever you want. On the back, you see this here, maybe? Which way do I need to go? This way. Alright, so there's the back. I can get to my pods very easily, and it looks cool, and it's pretty comfortable. It's also breathing quite nicely here. I don't have heavy shoulder straps trapping in my heat and a zipper. That's lots of room to... So, that's the custom rig setup in the Kryptek Typhon, and I am a very satisfied WhiskeyTwoFour customer, and I will probably be ordering more stuff from him in the future, and I highly recommend him to anyone interested in getting a rig and getting a custom rig if you're not satisfied with the stuff on the market right now, because a lot of it is either made in China or not moddable enough. If you're looking for custom made gear, WhiskeyTwoFour is your guy. That's all the all the info I have to share with you. I hope you liked the vid. If you have any questions, you can email me at Scenario Paintball TV, or you can check us out on YouTube or on Facebook. So, have a good day, and I'll see you on the field. Peace.